What's going on, guys? It's DT here for a little bit of bonus video today. I'm super excited at the leak of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Now, this is just a leak, so pretty much everything I say could be wrong, so take it with a grain of salt. Now, Assassin's Creed. Yeah, we're talking about Assassin's Creed here, a long-standing Ubisoft franchise. It has been around for a long time, and it's done some things differently, especially with Assassin's Creed Origins. But before that, the Assassin's Creed franchise was getting pretty stale. They had some really great games early on, including Assassin's Creed 2, which was personally my favorite game in the series. But after years and years of games, we really wanted something new, and we did get it with Origins. We got a new combat system, we got a new way to play the game. It was more of an RPG with leveling and, quest structures akin to role-playing games. So it's different. And it looks like now we're going to be seeing an extension of that, if these leaks are true, with Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which it just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? It sounds so cool. Every person out there wants a different Assassin's Creed game because, well, we all want different things as gamers. So people who did grow up on the classic Assassin's Creed games, some of them didn't actually like Origins because of how divergent the game was to the classic formula of Assassin's Creed. For me, I loved it, and I think the challenge with Assassin's Creed Odyssey is going to be, how do you bridge the gap, right? How do you bridge the gap between two generations of Assassin's Creed players to bring happiness to players who want different things out of Assassin's Creed? Assassin's Creed Odyssey is labeled as basically a sequel to Origins that's going to be taking place in Roman Greece. Now this sounds awesome, but we do have to acknowledge some of the major issues of Origins if this game is going to take lots of inspiration from that game. And I would say that the two main problems with Assassin's Creed Origins was that the level scaling in the RPG style questing system just did not work. Basically, it was really fun early on, but as soon as you started leveling up and you started going through the story, you had to really grind your way past a myriad of throwaway content and missions just so you could get to the next mission, which required you to be a certain level to complete. So it soon became non-challenging, and the pacing just really got off later on in the game. So that was one of the big issues with the game, as well as the combat, which was awesome early on because there was a lot of challenge. But as soon as you kept leveling up and you kept upgrading your gear and you started getting so powerful, there was really no challenge, especially when you were grinding your way through the game just to get to the end, and you just became this all-powerful god that just pretty much destroyed everything that came across your path. So the challenge wasn't there, the pacing felt off. So Origins, while it was still a great idea and a really good execution of a new concept, it had problems. So if this leak is true, Assassin's Creed Odyssey is going to be the next Assassin's Creed game. So what's it going to bring to the table? What is the information we have right now? So it's going to be taking place in Greece, which is really cool. It's probably one of the more unexplored European style settings that has not been really highlighted in many games out there. Apparently there's going to be two playable characters, but you can only play one per playthrough, which I believe, as someone who has followed the franchise for a while, but correct me if I'm wrong, this is a completely new development and there has never been a restriction on playing multiple characters. And I know there was two characters that you could play in Assassin's Creed Syndicate, but they weren't restricted per playthrough, so this is new. The characters are going to have intersecting but different storylines, which I guess would encourage replayability, something that does hamper single-player games, especially single-player games that don't really rely on the multiplayer components. Even though Assassin's Creed in the past has had multiplayer components, they weren't at the forefront, so this is going to be a little bit of a value add for gamers, I think. I'm interested to see how this kind of intersection works, because if you really think about it, if I'm playing one character in this game and I'm restricted from playing the other one until I finish the game, how much am I going to be exposed to that other character? Am I going to share the experiences of the other character? Is it just going to kind of be kind of a one-off storytelling experience? Who really knows, but I think the idea is pretty cool, and at least if they get the execution right. Naval combat is making a massive return, and it's going to be a little bit different according to this post. Basically, you're going to have kind of a fleet system that they're going to implement, where basically you're going to be able to give commands to your fellow ships, and these will be AI ships that you can kind of order around and attack and defend and kind of sail with you, explore with you, and kind of have this fleet system, which sounds really cool because honestly the naval combat in the Assassin's Creed games is phenomenal. This is one of the staples of the Assassin's Creed franchise as of late, and I think the system is really slick, and it just feels great, and the combat is fantastic, and you've got just to control the ship and fight off enemies, and it just feels really great. So expanding on this idea makes perfect sense for me because people absolutely love the naval combat. The leak is stating that some missions and optional battles will be fleet-based rather than single ship-on-ship. and you have the option to upgrade your AI ships as well to kind of, personalize and pimp out your squad, as they say, pimp out your fleet and make it yours. So that sounds awesome. Those customizations are, but not limited to, the crew outfits, the emblems that you use on your uniforms, the flags you put up, the sails and the shanties. They're all going to be available in the store, which, yeah, there's going to be a storefront in Assassin's Creed, you better believe it. Unfortunately, no more information was given in the leak regarding the store system, but we can only imagine what it's going to contain. Now, as far as the fleet system, a little bit more information. You can recruit crewmates, you can buy crewmates, you can buy other factions or recruit Brotherhood members to join your cause. And most of those members will be appearing in your ship or in your hideouts. Yeah, there's going to be a hideout as well. Makes sense for this style of game. So I imagine that most members of your crew may come from the story missions and interacting with basic characters, but you could probably get some special members of your party recruited through special missions and going off the beaten path and kind of finding different experiences in the world. Character customization will be akin to Unity, and that's awesome because Unity had great customization, so hopefully they'll put some improvements on that system. There's going to be the return of social stealth, which is awesome, the return of the Brotherhood system, the return of the renovation system, crafting is massively upgraded, fighting mythical beasts and legendary ship battles will be here, the return of smoke bombs, thank God I loved smoke bombs from earlier AC games. We've got the return of a weapon wheel, which is a nice feature that I've missed. We've got a good mix of parkour and Origin-style tombs, and it's coming in the holiday of 2018. So that's the basic information, although I will go into a little bit more detail here regarding some of these elements. So it all sounds really great. The map itself is going to be Roman Greece. And now, I'm not a historian, I don't know much about history or geography or whatever you want to call it. If there's someone out there who's got their PhD in Roman history or Roman Greece history, let us know down below if this is accurate. But basically, we're going to see kind of a Unity-style district split for the map of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Basically, it's going to be split into 3 different sections, each having a Roman state that is divided into several regions. I definitely like the idea of going to Greece because it's beautiful and it's a perfect setting for Assassin's Creed if they want to show off all that shiny, beautiful water in Greece and they want to explore the history of the Romans and the Greeks back in the day. So super excited about this environment. As far as the progression through the game, this leak also states that in these regions that you're going to be going to, you won't need to complete every single objective to proceed through the game. So kind of like other prior games and some of the other games in this kind of RPG template, you're going to be needing to do just a few things to keep progressing and opening new areas and then continue the story. So I kind of like the fact that you can do things on your own, you can kind of make your own adventures, you can choose to do certain things that you really like. If there's something you really don't like to do, or if there's a mission that you're stuck on, you don't really have to do it. So maybe this will be kind of a liberation system where you'll go into a region, you'll be able to kind of knock out what you need to do to progress, and then once you want to do that, you can keep going. And if you want to go back and do the rest of the stuff, then you're free to do that too. So sounds like a nice system. We saw this evolution with Origins and the fact that it's more of a role-playing experience, so there's some more choice involved versus, Assassin's Creed 3 or 2 or something like that, where it's a more of a linear experience. You're kind of shepherded from area to area in a little bit more of a kind of an expedited fashion. So pick your poison. Which kind of template do you like? Well, it seems like this one's going to be a little bit more expansive with Odyssey. And once those areas and regions have been liberated, some shops can be renovated and landmarks purchased, or so this leak says. This will generate income, so this may be some sort of kind of upgrade system or building system to kind of feed your fleets and your Brotherhood and your crew to make money. So kind of, we've seen this kind of stuff in the past with AC games. Sounds right to me, sounds like a good system. Crafting is coming back. You've got replayable missions coming back, and the gameplay is going to be in the style of Assassin's Creed Origins, which would be the quote-unquote modern-day gameplay of Assassin's Creed. So these are all the pieces of Assassin's Creed Odyssey that we know of right now, at least in terms of the leak. So can we fit these into a puzzle to figure out what Assassin's Creed Odyssey is actually going to be like? Well, if you ask me, these pieces scream sequel to Origins, and not just in name, but also in the way that the game is going to be played. It sounds like another RPG-style Assassin's Creed game. You've got a similar setting, you've got the return of Eagle Vision, you've got a gameplay reminiscent of Origins, so it just seems like, okay, they're going to be taking Origins and just making it better. And you know what, that sounds great for me because I loved Assassin's Creed Origins. And what they needed to improve from Origins is basically to make the combat more challenging and flesh it out a little bit and make the story better. So this is a prime opportunity for Ubisoft to step in and be like, okay, we did really great with Origins, now let's just make everything better. Let's fix what needed to be fixed, let's add some new stuff, and let's just make it the best possible game we can with what we already have. And I think that's kind of what we expect from Assassin's Creed today, is not new experiences, but just better experiences and iteration, and I think that's totally fine for Ubisoft to take a long-standing franchise like Assassin's Creed and not just rehaul everything in the game. You can make things better by building off what you already have, and you can introduce stuff in the game that actually makes those elements better. So, prime opportunity here for Assassin's Creed Odyssey. But what is not shown in the leak, of course, is how the story is going to be portrayed to the player and how you're going to be interacting with the characters and how the story is going to be presented to you, because this was probably the #1 missed opportunity, I would say, for Origins, and the fact that the story just really never felt compelling to the end. It was, at times it was really, really interesting, but as a whole, it really lacked the finesse of a true storytelling experience. This is something that can be rectified with Odyssey, definitely. So there it is, guys. That's the leak information for Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I felt compelled to do this because I'm a big AC player, and as soon as I saw the article, I was really, this piqued my interest. I want to kind of portray this to my audience. If you like me doing this style video, let me know. This is the first time I've ever done a leak video. I'm kind of steering towards, and I guess this is a little bit of an update for you guys. As you guys have seen probably over the past month, I've pumped out a lot of content almost every day, so I've been crazy. I've been working my butt off here. And I'm slowly starting to shift my style of content towards more newsy kind of stuff, what's in the news. And what I've kind of wanted to build for my channel lately is this feeling of you guys getting really pertinent gaming information, but you're also getting my opinion on back of it. And I think this is one of the things I don't like about YouTubers who just report news, is they just kind of spit out the news and they don't really kind of take the time to make it their own and give their opinions on it, because, well, it's just, you're just reporting news. So I'm really liking this new development of my channel where I'm presenting something that's in the news and it's very interesting to players, but I'm also, throwing my opinion out there because I've got a controversial opinion, and you guys know this, and I'm very, very opinionated as a player and as a gamer myself. So do you guys like the way I'm taking the channel? Do you guys not like the way I'm taking the channel? By the viewership numbers and the amounts of upvotes I've gotten in relation to downvotes, it seems like most people really like this new direction for the channel. So if you guys like it, let me know. If you don't, let me know as well. So with that, I'm going to shut up and let you guys comment down below on what you think of Assassin's Creed Odyssey so far. Have a great day, guys, and like I said, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and thumbs it up for me. It really, really helps. And you guys have a fantastic day, and we'll see you in our next video. Peace, love, and happiness. Until then, take care, dudes.